Tuck Station here on Metro North's Waterbury line. Today is Friday, January 23rd, 2026. We're going to be watching Waterbury Shuttle Train 1902. This is operating with P32AC DM 217, leading a 7-car maxi. This train running 3 minutes late. Should be here approximately 7:58, which actual arrival time is 7:55. Lots of areas along Metro North have scenic areas. This is one of them. You do have the occasional maxi bomb running. In this case, during the day, you'll have at least one daytime run which runs to Bridgeport and then deadheads to Stanford Yard. In this case, this one will. Generally, whatever goes to Stanford Yard will usually deadhead up to Danbury or run as a shuttle to Danbury. P32AC DM 217, which will be leading train 1902 today, was wrapped. This originally came in phase 1, then phase 2, which was the Metro North blue with red pinstripe scheme came. And then recently rewrapped into the Penn Central scheme of the New York State colors about 2 years ago. Then now 7:57. We should be seeing 1902 with P32AC DM leading 7. Shoreline of 162.03. Actually, yes, it is Shoreline of 262.03. As you can hear the sound of the P32AC DM chugging its way up. 62.23. As you can hear, 217 coming up. 62.23, originally part of the Shoreline East Pool, which was formerly cab car number 6193. And here comes train 1902 as it's coming around the curve. P32AC DM 217 the leader. Shoreline of 1, 62.23 on the rear. We have one Shoreliner. 3 in this consists. Everything else is either 1s or 2s. And there's 217. And we just got the indication to move here. Shoreline in 2, 62.23, the Mark Twain. And this is train 1902 from Bridgeport to Waterbury. All right, we're north and east of from our current location, which we're here at now. We're at Windsor Locks on the Springfield line of CT Rail and Amtrak. This portion of rail owned by Amtrak. We're going to be watching Amtrak 471 running between Springfield and New Haven. This will actually be meeting up with a northbound CT rail a little bit further south as it gets towards Hartford. We're going to again see Amtrak Shuttle 471 running between Springfield and New Haven. All right, we're at milepost 47.5. If you take a look, pretty much centered in the screen there. Try to zoom that in a little bit for you folks so you can see it, as we got the mile marker right in this point over here. Right in the center, there's milepost 47.5. So we're 47.5 miles north of New Haven. So roughly about almost a good hour away from New Haven. Typical trip to Springfield by car or even by train is roughly about an hour and 10 minutes. It would be the equivalent of taking a train from Ronkonkoma to Penn Station on the Long Island Railroad. A good hour and 10 minutes, no matter which way you see it. Arrival of Amtrak 471 will be 9:14. It usually runs with a Metroliner cab car, Bud Am Fleet 1 coach, and a P42. Pretty soon, these 1960s, 1970s era cars will be retired. As new cars are being built by Siemens, there will be the Siemens Venture cars, which will be used on areas along the Northeast Corridor. Also, the P42s will be retired in favor of the new ALC 42s. Amtrak's still getting deliveries of them, as crews are still getting qualified. ALC 42s are being used mostly on the long distance runs for now, but will be, as crews are starting to qualify, you'll start seeing them run on trains out of New Haven and even Albany. As the Lakeshore Limited will be soon getting their share of it. And even trains to Boston will be getting their share of it, as qualifying runs have just started to take place. Road to the left is South Main Street, which parallels the Springfield line over here. And the highway overpass is Interstate 91, which is a big artery between New Haven and Extreme Points North, which goes all the way to the U.S.-Canadian border in New Hampshire. This train will be here in a couple of minutes, and here he comes with the Metroliner cab car leading this consist. Amtrak 471, Springfield to New Haven. All right, we're over here at the Water Street crossing at the corner of Water Street, Front Street, and the further crossing to the east is Bridge Street here in Springfield. We're going to be watching Amtrak 449. We have two P42 DCs in the Phase 7 scheme that will be coming here shortly. Just prior, we saw CSXM 436 going east to Worcester. Had an AC 44 leading the consist, along with a ES 44 AH and a CW 44 AC rebuild, leading 106 cars. No video coverage, but I was able to get the photo of the equipment. Equipment was AC 44 CW 486, along with ES 44 AH 3159 and CW 44 AC 7391, towing 106 cars in the consist. We're going to be seeing 449 come through here shortly. Waiting for 449 to come through here shortly. Right time now is 442, and just been given the warning about 449 coming. Scheduled departure out of Springfield supposed to be 3:30, running about 10 or so minutes late. From here to the Springfield station, it's only 5 minutes away. And the gates are now coming down for 449. DC 113 leading, and it appeared that we had 101 with it. We had a U-liner and a couple of van fleets.